says that you will name him Jesus. Now, there's also some folks who get a little bent out of shape over the name. That there are sections out there who say that he was Hebrew, he was a Jew, his name is Yeshua, and that's how you should refer to him. And then there's people who say, no. The Bible was written in Greek. The name of Jesus in the inspired words is Jesus, so that's what you should refer to him as. And they get in their arguments, and honestly, the pronunciation of the name isn't that big of a deal. Because when you get down into it, they're the same word. So let me take off my preacher hat and put on my professor hat. In the Hebrew, right? Have you ever seen the Hebrew language? Can you even identify letters in the Hebrew language if you had it in front of you? No. Have you ever seen the Greek language? Right? Their alphabets do not match up. Okay, in the two languages, they even have sounds that the other language doesn't even have a letter for. Whenever you have that kind of situation, you don't just translate a name or carry it over. You take what's called transliterate. You take the sound and you spell it out as close as you can in your language, in your alphabet. And so you have in the Hebrew the word Yeshua. So you have the name Yeshua. Well, the Greeks don't have those letters. So what they do is they say, okay, so they spell it rather than Y-E-S-H-U-A, which is how we would spell it. It is I-E-S-O-U-S in the Greek, basically. That's loosely because that's not their letters either. I'm transliterating in English. But it's the exact same word. Yeshua, Jesus. In the Greek, exact same word. They're just pronounced a little different because they're spelled a little different because the languages, the whole alphabets are different, but they're the exact same word. And then we take that Greek word and we transliterate it over into Latin, which becomes Jesus, and then we transliterate that over into English, which we get Jesus. But it's all, every single step of the way, it's the exact same word. And I know this because a couple hundred years before Jesus came along, the Hebrew scholar said, hey, everybody's speaking Greek. Let's translate the Bible into Greek. So they took what they had, the Old Testament, translated it into Greek. And if you go to the book of Joshua, which is the same name as Jesus, Yeshua, in the book of Joshua, in the Greek Old Testament, the word that you will see there for Joshua is Jesus. It's the same name. It's the same word. It's just spelled different because it's a different language. If you go to China, they're going to say it different. If you go to Mexico, they're going to say it different. If you go to India, they're going to say it different. But it's all the same name. It doesn't matter just exactly how the sounds form or how the letters look. You're referring to the same person. And it's the person that is important because no matter what, it means the same thing. It means Yahweh saves. That's the important thing. A child is coming. You're going to have a child and you will call his name Yahweh saves. God has not left us on our own, that he is coming to save his people.